of many people momentarily.
Okay.
So that's the way it's going to be, and then I'm gonna roll into it. Mike, never be afraid to say whatever you want. Ladies and gentlemen, hello! Welcome to JXE Streams. My name is Anthony John Agnello, streams producer at Engadget.com, and today we are doing my very favorite thing on this stream. We are playing Mario Kart. Why do I love playing Mario Kart? Because nobody watches Mario Kart streams, and I don't give a damn.
Yup.
Wait, hold on.
Little finger to the law.
What were you to say, Mike?
Oh, nothing. I just had the stream on my computer, so I was hearing an echo.
Oh, yeah.
Very amateur move on my part.
Mike, turn down your radio. You gotta turn down your radio.
Turn down my radio. Look, here's the whole thing with gay marriage. Rush.
Yikes.
Now, the liberal cream puffs would have you believe that this
How do you believe that two people can love each other? Fuck that.
Ladies and gentlemen, that voice you hear today is our very, very special guest, all the way from Los Angeles, California, Mr. Mike Still, the artistic director of the Upright Citizens Brigade Theater in LA. Hi, Mike.
Hello, John. Anthony, how are you?
That's
going well already.
Well, no, Mike.
That's
To Mike,
happen.
my name is John, and many people call me John. Everybody here on the stream calls me Anthony, and 16-year-old me finds that hilarious. He thinks that everything is going exactly to plan. Mike is not just the artistic director of the UCB Theater. He is a very accomplished comedic actor who has been in all kinds of things in the past couple of years. A couple of weeks ago, you were on Conan, Mike.
What?
Yes, I was on Conan just as a little role as a naked man.
As a naked man trying desperately not to burn his penis
Yes,
on
a stove.
on a stove.
You know, so
We've
classic.
all been there.
Yeah, classic comedy setup. You want
I've definitely been there. I understand.
Yeah. None of us want to
Yeah.
burn our genitals. That's a universal truth.
Yeah, that's everybody shares that experience. It's something that everybody can understand. And actually, Mike, I will say, right in the middle of that bit, you like a bird flies in your face in the middle of that bit, and you make this like face and scream where you're like, "Oh God, no!" And to me, all I'm thinking is like, he's not even acting. That's just Mike.
That's quintessentially me.
Yeah, that's just
Whenever people say they're like, "Oh, I got a great impression of you, Mike," I'm like, "Oh, let's see it." And they're just like, "Ah, ah!" I'm like, "Oh, Jesus Christ!"
Yeah, imitate.
Just like this screaming ape.
Yeah, well, the way I would describe your acting style is what Billy D. Williams does when a tentacle from the Sarlacc grabs his leg.
Ah!
Yeah, that is the essential maneuver. So yeah, everybody, Mike Still is here to check out the new downloadable content here in Mario Kart 8, which is pretty damn exciting. There's not just a bunch of new characters, and you guys are going to see him in a second. I'm selecting the Animal Crossing villager and his sweet moped. I like to imagine that in this universe, the villager from Animal Crossing is a drug dealer. Like, that's his little drug dealing mobile.
So, and then Animal Crossing is just kind of a prequel where he's like meeting everyone in this town, becoming friends with them, and then is just selling them drugs.
Yeah,
Afterwards.
because Tom Nook looks at him and says, like, "Hey man, look, you aren't really taking care of your payments very quickly, but I have a proposition for you. How would you like to make some money delivering things?" Also, checking things out. I haven't given you guys a proper introduction. We also have Engadget's own Timothy Sepala. Hello, Tim.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
And we also have Jessica Lynn Condit. Hello, Jess.
Hi, I'm here. I'm trying to find you on my friends list.
All right, so yeah, I sent everybody friend requests, and because it's Nintendo, this is easier to get an online match going than it was in the past, but there's still some hoops you got to jump through. So you'll have to go into your friends menu, find the request from none other than C and the Bells, and then when you go on, you have to choose online and then look for a room hosted by your friend.
Okay, so one online 2 players or one player, right?
One.
That's referring to the number of players in my house, and it's just me alone.
Correct.
That is, they provide an appropriate number of options to make sure that you feel as lonely as possible. Being like, Mario Kart for 1. Is that what you're doing today?
I just heard there's good food here.
It doesn't say
single
my friends
person
are
should be-
online.
What is that,
because
Jess?
you don't have friends, Jess.
I
Oh
don't
wait,
have friends.
there's
Are
Tim.
you online?
I'm online.
I've got Tim up in my business.
There you are.
Up in
There
your
you
butt.
are.
Mike,
Hi.
have you found the hosted room?
I have.
Have you found the butt?
Have you like? Don't be afraid to well,
Find the butt.
Don't be afraid to find the butt. Something Mimic has made a very disturbing call here in the chat, which is the villager is not a drug dealer. He's Jacket from Hotline Miami,
No.
which is even far more upsetting
Yeah.
to imagine the villager going around just bashing people in the face.
So wait. Are we starting with 200cc? I need to know.
We're starting with 200cc.
Oh,
Guys,
What do you-
I haven't touched the new DLC because I wanted to wait and be a total virgin experience for me right now. So I'm very excited
Flower
about
the
this.
hell out of you.
I'm
You
gonna-
were
Yes.
live
Yeah.
on the internet.
Mike, I
I've just
promise
been
it's gonna
only-
be very gentle. Very
And I've been exclusively playing Bloodborne for the past month. So
Okay.
this will be a nice jolt out of that world.
See, I don't know about you, man, but I've only just gotten to a place where I can pour time into Bloodborne. And last week, when this content came out for Mario Kart 8, I was like, thank God, because all I've been playing is Bloodborne and Mortal Kombat X.
Just
Like,
dark, gothic
just
world.
It's just people spewing Jello from their insides all the time.
day.
All the time.
It's too much. Too much.
Or stopping gushing head bullet wounds to the head with bubble gum.
Mike, I don't see your me around
What?
here, unless that
I
is
just sent a
you.
message. I sent a
We're all
message.
hanging out, man.
Yeah,
I'm here.
We're waiting for you to join
Oh,
the
I'm
game
sorry, I-
lobby.
It's like the join. I was just sitting here staring at you. Now I'm joined. Am I joined up?
I'm gonna wait, and there's gonna be a little there
There he
you are.
is. Hi.
Where's Jess?
There we are.
I'm here.
Hi,
I'm in the
you're
purple
playing with your
shirt.
boyfriends. Yeah, you're in
in
the
the
Yeah.
purple shirt. You got a 5 o'clock
like-
shadow.
Yeah,
Somehow he
no,
tricked me into unlocking everything on his account, not mine.
That's
So I wouldn't have my cart that I
No,
wanted
guys,
if we did it on
that's-
Oh,
mine.
see, that's like a prenup.
I know. I didn't think about this. This is a problem.
Mike. You're not using tilt controls. Don't lie.
No, you're not, liar. No one is using tilt controls.
Lies
control.
across the board. Jess, is that gender flipped Jess Condit, or is
That's
that
me.
Just your boy?
My boyfriend is basically me, but a boy, so it works out pretty well. I'm him as a girl. It's hard to say, really.
Give me that 200cc race, no teams, all items, no computer, hatred for days. Start race.
Oh, I just started twerking.
you
Did
started.
you guys see that?
Twerking
My
is not an
FID was
option.
twerking.
So another thing that we should make clear here is that Mike Still's video game credentials are no joke. But guys, I'm gonna just pick one of the new tracks right away.
Let's go throw them off.
Mike Still's gaming credentials are no joke. I will let you guys know that at one point in time, Mike and I put together a stage adaptation of Yoshimi Battles the Pink Robots.
Yeah.
That
What?
by the album by Flaming Lips. But as much as it was Yoshimi Battles the Pink Robots, it was also let's just crib character names from Metroid and Mega Man.
We just basically took Metroid, Mega Man, all the things that we sort of grew up with, and put them in a show where there was a lot of dancing.
Yes.
A lot of women dressed up like robots dancing.
Yeah, and we did. It was in a modern dance interpretation. Oh my god, this is really fast.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Have you
I'm
not
definitely
played?
nothing but
'Cause it's
50cc
awful.
all
No,
day.
I have not played
Oh
yet.
my God.
This is
No, it's
actually-
terrible. Start drifting 500 miles before you thought you had to. Seriously.
Yeah, I clearly am not starting my drifts quickly enough.
No,
Yeah,
this is
it's
I gotta
awful.
really start inside to make this happen.
Oh my god!
Oh
Oh,
my
my god!
God.
Oh my god!
Oh, don't the piranha plant is really propelling me forward a little too fast here. Come on.
Yeah.
Is that a
yeah.
euphemism, or like, do you actually mean a piranha plant just propelling you too quickly?
You know.
Just
Yeah.
asking. Oh, Jess, I don't like that
We
you're
all
so
have our
far
problems.
ahead of me.
I'm really far ahead. Oh no, red shell, get
That's
out of
right.
here!
Enjoy it. Enjoy
And I
that
keep-
red shell.
I keep getting coins in the boxes because I'm winning so hard. Jeez.
I thought you were gonna say I keep getting coins in the butt.
Oh, I
What?
can't get coins in the butt.
What? Coins right in the posterior.
Wait, so do you
Sorry,
think they
like-
designed any of these
I
tracks
keep
with
hitting the
200
walls.
CC in mind?
No!
Oh, where are you, Jess?
I don't
Jess,
think
you just
that's-
passed me.
I don't
Where
think
are
you?
that
Outta here.
happened, Like, I don't think that. I mean, I would say that it might be a happy accident that they work okay with 200cc, but I definitely don't think they're like, oh yeah, this is a great fit for this course. All of
Yeah,
these
it was
twists
more
and turns.
I hate this one.
Wow.
Mike,
Wow.
Yeah, it feels.
Jeez.
Shut up,
I
Anthony.
beat somebody.
No, I see. All right, Mike still was entering his. That was his virgin race.
This is
Although-
my first one.
This is my
isn't gonna
first
go well.
one.
Yeah, they all say that.
And that was also. This was also my first 200cc race, but I won
Woo.
because Jess is terrible,
I know.
and I feel. Good.
I know.
I feel really good.
I kept
about
running
it.
into walls right after I started getting cocky, which that's my fault.
Oh, RCT Neil, hello from England. I love it when people from other countries come and watch the stream. Like, I understand that the internet, like, is not something that I should be amazed by every single day at this point, but the fact that we have somebody from Britain watching this, I want to be like, yes, I'm not going to represent my country well. This could go really badly.
See, that's why I wish that Jamie was able to show up, because he has an amazing British accent.
Oh,
he
God,
loves
yeah.
he loves to say the word literally.
Next time.
Like it has a CH in it. It's weird.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. In HipChat, when we were using HipChat, we had a tag programmed. So whenever you would say literally, it would pop up this image of his face coming out of a explosion with literally across the front of his face.
Oh, and Hoplon42 in the chat, who is one of our regulars. Hoplon42 is like almost at every single stream. Hoplon42 is also from England, and I am like embarrassed that I did not realize that before. Hoplon,
You're
thank you
awful.
for always joining us. And we've got somebody from Germany. We've got somebody from Norway today. Mike, this is all you, man. This is an international turnout
This is amazing.
for your
All
stardom.
over the world.
So, Mike, I was going to get to a moment ago the fact that you have, for the past year, been doing a video game themed show at UCB.
Yes.
And I have not been able to see this because I make it to LA so infrequently, but it is called Extreme Gaming Championship.
Yeah.
And
it's,
what is the deal?
So, myself and Thomas Middleditch, he's from Silicon Valley. He's the lead nerd on there.
Oh,
You watch it.
They're the lead nerd.
The lead nerd on Silicon Valley. I'm sure there's a name, Richard or something, right? We've done improv together forever, and we both are big video game nerds. And we came together like, let's do a video game show. And originally it was like, okay, do we do like news? Do we do like bits? Like, what do we do? And we decided, let's do a parody of like gaming, like online gaming, like competitive gaming. And we decided to do it with like just as retro games as you can get. So we have this show called Extreme Gaming Championship, where we have people on, and just random people come and play. And we play just like old games. Like we just had one on Sunday, and the games we did Frogger, and then we did Ghosts and Goblins, and then we did our special guest was Haley Joel Osment from The Sixth Sense.
What?
No way.
Yeah, so we played Taboo: The Sixth Sense for NES, which is a tarot card
Oh
game.
my god, it's
Very
awful
God.
too. It's terrible.
It's an awful game.
unplayable, that game.
Yeah, but it's the only game with a Sixth Sense in the title, so that's why we got it.
It's the only game that Bruce Willis was involved with.
Exactly.
No, wait,
No, he was
no,
in
that
that
was
Neversoft
Apocalypse.
game.
I
Yeah.
got it.
Damn it.
Remember Hudson Hawk. Then and we ended up Double Dragon. We did like a 2-player of Double Dragon 1. So it's a really fun game.
I see why you and Anthony are buds, though, because that is totally something Anthony would do.
Yeah,
I get it now.
Well, basically, like, I don't know if you've realized, Jess, but Mike Still and I have had similar, divergent career paths, but basically we just figured out how to get paid to do the things that we were doing
Exactly.
anyway.
Yeah,
There's no
that makes
difference.
sense.
Our day-to-day is not any different now than it was in college.
Yeah.
It's no different.
Pretty similar. So, I gotta ask, Mike, so, like, I'm assuming, like, you had Haley Joel Osment on to, like, you know, be a funny guest, and I know that he's got some comedic chops. He was just in, God, what was that TV series? It was, like a fake soap opera.
Well, he was on Alpha House, right?
Oh,
was
okay.
He,
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, no, it was like all of my wins or something.
What?
Oh, right.
Yeah. God, it's really gonna bug me. It was like him and like
Spoils of
Kristen
Babylon.
Wiig. Spoils of Babylon.
Spoils of Babylon is so good. I love that thing.
Yeah.
Is it really funny, Jess?
It's
I
so
did not
funny.
see it at all.
I totally found it on accident. I had no idea what it was, and I was like hooked from the first episode.
I'm not current. The last television comedy that I watched was Caroline in the City, which is funny. It's funny stuff.
Sex and the City?
You own it all on DVD.
This is like
No, I own it all on VHS, Mike. Come on.
Of course.
I like Andy Dick deep cuts. That's what I go
Ew!
for.
Don't say those words back to back like that.
Yeah.
Andy
That
Dick in
could
the
easily
butt.
be edited into something else.
What? Yeah.
Oh, these are jumps. I heard tell of these jumps. And
So-
these really are jumps.
Mike, was he funny? Was he an
Oh
entertaining
yeah,
guest?
just the nicest guy, just the coolest guy. He was like very into it. He was he loved the games. He didn't play anything other than Taboo, so I don't know about his chops, as it were. But yeah, he was definitely down.
Probably one of those fake gamer guys.
Yeah, total fake gamer guy.
Mike, you should have had him on and just acted like he was Jake Lloyd the entire time.
Like,
So is it like really hard for you to like go to conventions and stuff? And what are you talking about? It's just, you know, because George Lucas did that thing you were in. Like, no, I mean,
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow. God, you are a dick, Anthony.
He is though.
I'm not.
Oh,
no.
how did that banana taste, Anthony? Is that good?
Bite me, Condit.
Is it good?
Yeah,
Oh, man!
enjoy your 5-second lead.
I know, and did you see, right as I started taunting you, I fell off the frickin' tracks.
That's right. It's feeling really
what's
good. about
everyone's setup? Are you guys all at your offices right now, or how do you do it?
Oh, we're all in different locations. Like that's the other thing. So Mike, we've had a couple of special guests. This is like a new thing we've been doing for the past couple of weeks.
I like
Is
it.
having special guests. And so 2 weeks ago, another of our old friends, Dan Hopper from College Humor, was on.
Oh yes, I watched it.
And we had a good time. We had a very good time. But it was great because he was in New York and we could actually be in the same location, which I wish we could do with all of our streams. But Tim is in Michigan.
The steak that's shaped like a hand.
Oh, is that the one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
your
the one.
Jess's avatar was standing on it in the lobby.
Aw, that's sweet.
Stand on Michigan.
Stand on
Right.
it. Take that. Grand
Stand
Rapids.
on Michigan. Stand on.
And
Stand on
Jess,
Saginaw.
Jess, are you in Phoenix? Is that correct?
I am in downtown Phoenix, Arizona, yo.
Jess lives in a Steve Miller Band song.
Yep.
And so I think we're all just like sitting around. I'm not even wearing any clothes. Like that's how we like when we're not on camera and we do the stream. I keep it on natural.
Is it weird that, like, I put on kind of better clothes for streams even if we're not on camera?
Oh really?
Like, I did my hair. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
this morning because I'm going to be, like, talking to people. I don't know. It feels weird to me. I don't know.
All right,
You're
guys.
welcome,
So
maybe?
Easily Baffled here in the chat says brakes are for cowards. How do you guys? So this is going to be our 4th 200cc race. Are you guys braking?
No.
No
I'm
breaks.
drifting,
I'm
yeah.
not doing
I'm
well.
trying-
Maybe I should be braking. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm using the control setup where the right stick on the Wii U gamepad is the gas, and that.
Oh, that's
God,
weird.
That sounds awful.
Why are you doing
Yeah.
that?
Wait, I don't know because I don't play this game much. I don't know how to play this game otherwise.
It's a mistake. Yeah.
I have no
wait, hold on.
idea
There we go.
what to
All right, wait. So we're in a desert made of cheese.
Yeah, it's cheese.
Cheese desert.
That is just
Classic
not...
level.
That's
Where's
right.
this from?
I'm lactose intolerant, and this is already giving me stomach aches.
Yeah, like there are just too many dairy-themed deserts.
Oops. Oops. I
Also,
fell.
the
Oh.
diabetes-themed track that's where it's just syrup everywhere.
They do have a dessert track.
Yeah, it's diabetes in a game.
I wish
Like
there
donuts.
was like.
Oh no! Chomp chain, get off of me!
Oh,
no!
son of a mother!
See you later, Jess. Here, have
Oh,
this
chomp
too.
chain. Oh, that hurt so
Left you a
bad.
little fun back there.
I didn't.
What
Yeah, I missed it.
What is this from? The Cheese World.
The Cheese
No idea.
World is Game Boy.
Ugh.
I want to say like the Game Boy
I
Advance
think
one.
it's a DS.
DS maybe.
I don't know. Oh god, I'm really bad at this.
There are weird gaps in my like Mario Kart experience. Like, you know, Mike, you and I played a hefty amount of Double Dash back when.
Yeah, back at the lake house
Back at the lake house.
in
yeah.
Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
The lake house is not like a secret drug dealing.
The lake house.
Sure.
The lake
No,
house.
that's the bathroom.
That is the bathroom. Wait, what?
I have a bathroom. Wait a minute.
Anyone can have a secret drug location. All you need is a bathroom.
Today on Bob Villa's secret drug location.
Here's a great place to do heroin and pass out. You'll love it.
And there's a toilet nearby in case you need to vomit.
Bob Villa's just letting it all hang out as he ages, man. He's just really going for the gusto.
Is that why my stepdad likes that show so much?
Just all heroin.
Wait, drugs?
Now I
doing
know,
drugs
man.
with Bob Vila?
Yeah.
Oh no! I
this
fell
track
into
is
the
terrible.
cheese hole.
Welcome back to this old crack house. Wah.
I'm Norm Abrams.
This is not going well.
I think Anthony just lapped me.
Man, like I was so far behind him. Yeah, that did not go well.
Hey Jess, how did that? Do you remember when you were winning before?
Well, you want to know something, Anthony?
I do.
This track is made of cheese, so
Oh.
really, when I'm eating your dust, it's delicious. You're welcome.
I feel good about what you just said.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think that a desert
good
of
about
cheese
what
would
you
like.
just
I
said.
don't think an arid place is good for that cheese. I don't think it is.
No, it's not
feel
gonna
like
age
it would
well.
get dry, and it would be like really cheap convenience store cheese had been left out for too long.
This is how they make Parmesan cheese. All
No,
that-
this is how
that
they make
gross
American.
flavor.
It's processed cheese food product because they
yes.
can't call it cheese. It's a thing. Like they are unlawfully able to call it cheese, so it's like processed cheese food product.
Gross.
All right.
Yeah.
I feel really good about winning. Like,
Anthony, stop standing on my state.
I feel really good about it. No, I'm doing that to dominate it. To just like let it know who's boss.
It's looking right at your butt.
That's why my shirt is that color.
Is this looking at your butt? I'm confused for a second.
Nah, don't worry about it. Don't question the logic because it doesn't exist.
Don't question the butts.
Mike, what is your preferred Mario Kart?
Set up. Right
Yeah.
now, I use Morton. I want a Yoshi motorcycle and whatever wheels. What wheels are the best wheels? I don't know.
I have no idea.
Button wheels. Button wheels.
So
Button wheels?
Are the button?
love the buttons.
What do the button wheels do?
Is there enough
They're
grip?
fast. Yeah, they don't have a lot of grip. They're not very heavy, but they're super fast.
I like a nice grip.
Ah, well,
I need a
then
good
that-
grip.
The Cyber Slicks are very nice as well. I've found.
Yes,
I am keeping my mouth shut on this one. There's so many places I could go with this. I'm going to not do that.
You're gonna digress.
Yep. I'm gonna concentrate on racing
That's what we're here for. That's fine.
with
Oops,
the
I think I
analog
went
stick.
I went too early. I exploded. No.
All right, Haddix or Haytax in the chat. I'm not sure.
Haytax.
It's always so weird trying to audibly pronounce online handles.
Yeah.
That's why I switched to just using my real name for everything.
Yeah, I mean, I readily admit that I mispronounce real people's names, like, just constantly.
I hate names are the worst things.
They're the worst. They're the worst things. And I do recommend having multiple.
Yeah, so it's nice and confusing for everyone.
Just to, like, really create problems for other human beings. But Haytax is talking about using the Pro controller. Is anybody using the Pro controller?
I am.
Yeah. That's why Jess is winning and being better than you, Anthony.
No, I'm also hitting walls, but that's true.
Oh my god, this is like a water slide!
Yeah, I was gonna say, why
it's
are
fun.
we at Sesame Place rather than...
I never realized Big Blue, it's just a big water slide. It is just Sesame Place.
It is just Sesame Place. If anybody is not familiar with the idea of Sesame Place, I just realized that's a pretty...
I'm not. I have no idea what you're talking about.
That is not like a universal
I brought that up
thing.
the other day. People had no idea what I was talking about.
That's like Sesame Street?
No idea.
Was this like the Kmart version?
There is
Yeah.
It's like Disneyland, but for Sesame.
Yeah,
stuff.
outside of Philadelphia is like a Disneyland-style park for Sesame Street.
Is it Philadelphia or is it Baltimore? Where is it at?
No, it's like outside of Philly, and it's like it's a Sesame Street water park, which sounds really awesome, right? Like that sounds like a thing you want, but it's actually kind of upsetting every now and again.
Oh.
I was to say, please tell me like the garbage area is just Oscar the Grouch everywhere. like they know it smells, so like, hey, if you want to see Oscar the Grouch, you've got to clean up the park for us.
You got to see the real Oscar the Grouch. It's just a guy dressed in a green furry outfit, just calling trash.
It's just they just hire a guy.
So they just they got
like,
somebody off
hammered.
the street.
Yeah, they get somebody surly, and they just like throw like lawn shavings at him, so he's covered in old dirty grass. He's like, get away from the garbage, kids! I don't want you near here.
So how different is he from Trash Heap from oh god, what's the name of that?
Mrs. Trash Heap.
Mrs. Trash Heap.
Yeah,
what was that show? That name that I forgot.
Fraggle Rock.
Fraggle Rock. That's it.
Mrs. Trash Heap's my favorite, man. Mrs. Trash Heap just like hangs out being made of garbage with her rat minions.
All right, so why were the monsters always chewing on straws? Like everybody was like, "Oh, we're gonna eat these acrylic straws." I never got that at all.
Wasn't a thing.
They ate what the I think the analog was that they were the capitalists eating the production of the workers, right?
Yes.
Isn't that like
yeah?
God,
because it was all just a big socialism.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Henson had some
Oh yeah,
subversive
Jim
ideas
Henson.
for
Look at
this
that guy. Henson was like the biggest hippie of all.
He's just sitting there pushing his socialist agenda.
Yeah, hand up butts
and constantly just fingering puppets. And
Yikes! Yikes!
Whoa!
Yikes.
Whoa! Whoa!
Can we get someone to fist these puppets? What are you talking about? We're just operating the puppets.
Why do you have to say fisting? I don't understand.
It's a technical term. It's what you say. It's what you say with puppets.
No one says that. No one.
That's what everyone says.
Mike, that's not
All right,
that's
see,
not
we
how they
don't all
audition
live in the-
people for the Henson workshop. They're like, all right, now I see that you have like extensive fisting techniques, and well, tell me how you started fisting. Well,
Yeah.
And better off, can you show us an example? And then it turns into one of those really, really weird videos you'd see online about auditions.
about puppet auditions.
Yup.
You know, the
It
puppet
gets
video.
real dark.
Always going to the puppet auditions. So.
All these dead-eyed puppets.
Oh God.
You guys live in New York, right?
I live in New York.
I live in Los Angeles, which is like New
Okay.
York, but on the west coast.
On the other side, yeah. Yeah,
It's
those are
less-
two places I never want to live. I gotta be
It's
clear.
less.
Oh, really?
It's
Yeah.
Don't
Not my favorite.
don't knock it till
No.
you try it.
Okay,
And
what
then-
part
New
of
York,
LA
I've never
do you live
been.
in?
Wait, really?
What?
I've never been to New York. I don't mind LA. I don't know. I just don't want to live there.
I like.
Where are
the
you,
beach
where are you
area.
located?
No, I don't like.
I'm in Phoenix.
Oh, you're in Phoenix. I'm going to be at Phoenix this weekend at a doing a wedding. We're doing a wedding
Yeah?
for a. The UCB is marrying two people.
Wait,
which
Oh, that's
What?
not
no
terrifying.
joke. This
In
is
Phoenix?
no joke. In Phoenix, yeah.
How
I have
weird.
no idea.
You go to this wedding. You need to get
We're
it.
gonna be-
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be, we're marrying two people in an improv show. So that'll be fun.
So wait, are
the
they?
Bows Improv?
Did they hire you to do this?
Mm-hmm. They wanna like trick their guests into thinking. Well, I mean, hopefully no one's listening. But, like, they want to trick their guests into thinking that they're going to be watching an improv show and then bring them up and marry them. So we all had to get ordained in order to make this happen.
That is super
so
cool.
Weird.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that's really involved. That's awesome.
Yeah, good for them.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are just joining us, welcome to today's JXE Streams. My name is Anthony John Agnello, producer at Engadget.com. We are playing the new Mario Kart 8 DLC. We're doing the 200cc races, which honestly, I don't know about you guys, but like I've acclimated to it at this point. Like, it no longer feels insanely fast, it just feels good. And we are putting some of the new racers through their paces. I am using the Animal Crossing Villager. Joining me today from Engadget are Timothy Seppala. Hi, Tim.
Hey, everybody.
And Jessica
Butts.
Leon Condit.
Jessica Leon Condit.
Jessica Leon Condit. And today's special guest, all the way from LA, is Mr. Mike Still.
Hello.
Yeah, Mike, tell people, so Mike is the artistic director at the Upright Citizens Brigade Theater in LA. He is a very experienced actor and comedic performer. But this weekend, Mike was just telling us about the very strange thing that he is doing on behalf of the Upright Citizens Brigade Theater, which is marrying two people in a trick improv show.
Yes, a couple folks, nice folks from Phoenix, are getting married, and they want it to be a surprise. I feel like I'm like,
I know you might be ruining
it.
this.
I don't want to ruin their thing, but we're going to be marrying them. It's very exciting. So I'm going to an improv wedding, but it'll be a real wedding, not like one of those. It won't be fake at all. It'll be totally real.
This is gonna be. I promise you, this is a legally binding marriage.
It's just a real thing.
Dang it, stop hitting me with that shell.
No, don't worry about it, Jess. I
hate you.
Jess, hold on. I want to talk to you about something. Come back.
Yeah? Do it. Do it. I dare you. I dare you to throw another red shell.
Bye, Jess.
So how far is this to
Bye.
get ordained? And are you going to be doing more weddings in the future, Mike?
This is probably the only one I will do under these sort of auspices. This is, I think, a unique life experience is what we'll call it.
Yeah, I'm
think it's
like,
gonna be
For everybody.
I'm
Yeah,
worried.
I don't think it'll become a trend.
Like, what if there is like a jilted ex-lover there who decides that, oh, well, like, the entire improv show setup lends itself very vulnerable to the speak now or forever hold your peace maneuver. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Or just like, can I get a suggestion? And it's just like, cheating liar!
Infidelity's cur!
Leaving your significant other. No, well, okay, wait. I obviously, again, we're running the risk of there being one of, the people who are going to be in attendance watching this.
I can't imagine.
I really
can't imagine.
But there's a clear line, though. Like, I'm in Phoenix. I tweeted about this stream. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah. You're right. So maybe we should keep it a secret.
Well, it's a little late now.
It's too late.
We're going to edit it in post.
Well,
It's not like that we started talking about names and things. So
No.
I'm sure there's more than one couple getting married in Phoenix this weekend.
Yeah,
It's
in a
beautiful
surprise
weekend.
improv wedding. Yeah.
Yeah, that happens all the time, man. That's what Phoenix is known for.
Mm-hmm.
Surprise improv weddings. Surprise, you're getting married today. What?
Phoenix.
Oh.
Phoenix. Institutionalized governmental racism and improv weddings.
We are good at it, at least, yeah.
That's, well, I mean, you want, like, that's a hell of a state motto. It's kind of a mouthful, I'll be perfectly honest.
In the butt.
Making the jokes. Yeah.
Mike, what else do you have going on these days, man?
Let's see. I'm a narrator coming up in a month or two when the next season of Drunk History comes out, which is really exciting.
Oh, awesome.
Very. I'm terrified of it. I have no idea what it's going to be like. I have no idea.
It's gonna be drunk.
Yeah, it definitely is drunk. It was a drunk experience. It'll be historical, and I can't tell you I remember most of the interview. I think I remember a decent amount of it, but I have no idea exactly what the story's going to sound like. So,
what they have you drink?
I was just drinking like vodka soda. I just didn't want to.
Wait. So in the production of these things, they actually get you drinking.
No, well the thing is they don't buy you any of the booze. Like comedy set, like they're not allowed to buy you the booze.
Right.
Yeah.
You have to like provide it, and they have a way
Of encouraging you to provide it.
Yeah.
I'm very curious about these trade secrets.
Yeah,
because I thought there was a thing that I thought there was like decency laws against actually drinking on television.
They don't. I mean, they don't really film you drinking, but like, I think that I don't know if those are true necessarily. I know that there used to be like a network TV thing of like can't show people having real beer.
Yeah, because
like,
Cheers
like
had to drink near beer with salt in it.
Ew.
They would put salt in it.
Yeah, so it would get foamy. That's how they did it.
Oh.
So it was like O'Doul's with salt, which sounds like the worst thing in the world.
That does sound
Ew.
like officially the most disgusting thing I've ever heard of in my entire
Get a nice
life.
cold old duels with salt.
That's why I'm afraid to, like, you can buy Cheers beer, and that's why I am not going to buy Cheers beer, because I'm afraid, based on that.
When I go down with my friends at the end of a nice hot summer day, and we put in a hard work out on the farm, I like a nice O'Doul's with salt.
With a nice
With
O'Doul's
salt.
with salt.
Check out the scores. They're tied up on both of them.
Yeah, good
Doing
job,
terrible.
everyone. Yeah, they're not good, but
They're not yet.
Mike
We're
E
not.
is making a very inappropriate gesture right now.
hey.
He
Someone
was.
just said, single and loving it says beer plus salt equals redneck margarita, and I think that person is correct.
Is that like? Is that a real?
That's
is that
the
a real
Lime-A-Rita.
The Lime-A-Rita.
That's how they do it. Now we know.
No, like I'm all for like going to a place and getting one of those margaritas as a Corona turned into it. Like that's cool, but like Lime-A-Rita.
You're out. I will say that there is a beer, and now I can't remember what it is called, but you can only get it in like Atlanta, and it's like this very small brewery, but it is a salty beer. Like that is its pitch. Is that it is salty.
I would drink that.
It's really good.
I love salty drinks, man. I love a good dirty martini.
See, I
Dirty
like that.
martini.
I do like that. Yeah.
I like
the
briny. Like briny beverages. I don't know what that says about my insides.
You're a salty
I
old
think
man.
It means
Old man.
Mike, it means you've been pickled. It means you've been like
Yeah, basically.
you're preserved. You're gonna last a really long time.
I've
Or you're
embalmed my
dehydrated.
insides. Or dehydrated. One of the two.
Possible. It's very possible.
Mike, what is the beverage of choice in Los Angeles these days? What is
Man.
like the trendy dumb thing that people are
Just-
drinking?
Just like
Coconut water.
self-righteousness. just like everyone being like offended at anything possible, you know. But I think that's kind of America right now.
Yeah, I think that's a universal.
Suck it, Mike.
Yeah. Oh no! We restarted now. We're all at 0. Yeah. What do people drink in LA right now? I think there's a lot of craft beers out here.
Is that
a lot
a
of
thing?
IPAs are very popular. Yeah. I feel like there's
You
like
can
a
blame the
trend
Midwest
towards
for that.
IPAs.
We have so many craft beers right now. I love it. I mean, I'm all about that, so that's fine with me.
Oh
But
yeah.
we have so many bars opening with 50 taps, 48 taps, you know. It's really
And,
Yeah, it's
and
insane.
my problem with that is that they don't keep all those tap lines clean. So like half the beers taste like soap and stuff. It's like,
Oh,
Oh man, I've never run into that. That sounds bad.
oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
maybe
no,
it's-
they taste
Maybe
great.
it's because the water shortage in California. Like, oh, we got to cut corners somewhere.
Yeah, we just can't
Whoa.
clean these taps. Now, also whiskey.
Yeah, we used enough water to make this beer. You know, we can't afford to put any more out to keep it clean.
Right?
oh, what? Dude.
Oh,
yes.
banana! No, bananas are the worst. I hate
So
them.
I'm now in 4th place because Duke in the chat just completely distracted me by mentioning Sriracha beer. This is a
Ooh.
thing that like
I would
look,
like that.
Sriracha.
I've
Yeah.
seen it.
It doesn't need to go in everything. Like I'm saying that Sriracha is delicious, but like I feel like I'm getting to a point where like Sriracha is being included with every kind of food stuff. Like
Just too much.
yeah, like I was at a grocery store and it was just like Sriracha pretzels, Sriracha hummus, Sriracha baby food, and like, no.
Ooh. Oh, wow.
No, the baby food doesn't exist. I made that up.
Sriracha baby.
That would like murder a child, I think.
Possible. That dude would be so rich if he had actually like trademarked that name.
What, Sriracha?
Well, yeah, or I guess maybe that's why it's everywhere is because he didn't, so that makes sense.
I didn't realize that it was like a one person came up with this sauce.
Oh, there's a whole... Oh, man.
Have we
Read the
unlocked
hipster blogs, man. It's everywhere. This guy who did the Sriracha thing, and then he didn't care.
All right, well, explain. Wait a second.
Jess, you need to unpack all this.
Yeah,
for
you need
us.
to unpack.
Do I?
This. Yes.
Okay, so this dude immigrated from whatever country he was from. Asian country of some kind, I forget. Very sorry, I'm not trying to be offensive.
Jess
I
is
just don't
racist.
remember.
Confirmed.
You're not trying,
This
but
is
you're
so
succeeding.
racist right now.
I know it's not South Korea.
LR Jeeves here. LR Jeeves has sort of backed us up here in the chat. His name is Hoi Fong.
Okay,
Hoi Fong
there you go.
is the name of the Sriracha guy.
Yeah, and he just came here and started, making it and selling it in very small quantities, and it just kind of took off. And he doesn't really care about making it corporatized or anything. He doesn't really care about making tons of money. He's glad he's making money. So he's never really protected his product legally, and that's one of the reasons it's kind of everywhere.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
And there
go
was
ahead.
just like a controversy with the town that it was being made in, right? That
Right.
Like,
It smelled really bad?
plumes, yeah, the plumes of like chili gas were making everything,
Sounds like
making
what
people's
happens
like eyes
after I
water
eat
and
Sriracha.
stuff.
Yeah, like the town was not happy, and he almost like shut it down, and he kind of didn't care. But then everyone was like, "You can't shut it down. We love Sriracha." And then
Yeah, there was just this huge outpouring of support for that sauce.
that sauce.
Now, are we talking specifically the one with the green bottle or the one with the green tip?
Yeah, with the cock on it.
Yeah, with the rooster sauce. We
Yes,
call it rooster
with the cock.
Yeah.
It's his astrological or whatever. It's his sign. His
Yeah.
animal sign thing. He's an animorph.
He's
an
an animal
animal.
that comes with cock.
Good lord! Wow,
Mike Still. That was rude.
this is so deep.
Blasted me.
I'm finally figuring this out.
Just
No,
so you guys
I'm
know, I'm holding fourth place down really well, you guys.
Good job.
I am
Someone
really,
needs to do it.
really blowing it here. I'm
In the butt.
blowing it just like Hoi Fong.
Oh, what?
You got to get.
I don't know what to make of that.
What does that mean?
Hoi Fong
He's
is the
doing
Sriracha
well.
guy.
Yeah, he's doing well though.
Yeah, but he hasn't trademarked his name.
He's happy about that.
Yeah.
So I think he's not blowing it at all. He is winning life.
That's a very anti-American approach there, Jess.
It's true.
Zombie
Hey, guys.
Batman says he was knighted.
Was he knighted? It's
I don't know.
No.
I don't. We have
I
to
hope
confirm
so.
that.
I need
Hoi
to
Fong.
stay for a second,
I did.
guys. I'll be right back.
Whoop. I just accidentally wrote Hui Fong Knighter. Knighted. Let's see.
Nighter.
Guys, I'm gonna actually back out. Or wait, we have to finish this Grand Prix, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
we have to finish. I was gonna back out so I could choose a new character, but I will wait.
See,
will
I like
stay.
Shy Guy for the 200cc because he has a lot of handling. Like he has a lot of
handling?
control. Yeah.
Because he's low to the
Usually, I don't know, and he's not that heavy, so I wonder where it all comes in. But
Where's Wart? How come they've just like written Wart completely out of the
Yeah.
Super Mario oeuvre?
Like,
He's
what-
like not around anymore.
What do you think? What do you think happened there, man? Was like because Birdo comes back every now and again.
Yeah, Shy Guys are all over the place.
Bob-ombs are like consistently there, but Wart he's just
Was he
waiting for
too
that
similar to
call.
Bowser? Was it like confusing?
I heard
Possible.
he manages a Raymore and Flanagan now.
He's just like, I got out of that business. I sell furniture.
Maybe it's like a Rick Moranis situation. And he
Rick-
was like,
we-
well, Super Mario Brothers 3 was happening, but my wife got sick, and I wanted to be there to take care of my kids. So, I miss those days, but, torturing a pudgy Italian guy just isn't in it for me anymore.
Yeah. Do you remember that rumor that you could jump into Wart's mouth?
Oh, yeah, of course.
It was a big rumor.
Wait, what? I wish I had taken it upon myself as like a child to come up with one of those rumors.
Yeah.
Like the nudalities in Mortal Kombat, or being able to...
Simon Belmont in Ninja Turtles,
Right.
which I think that was like an EGN.
that was like a...
EGM, like April Fools. It was like before April Fools became the most awful day on the internet.
God, I hate it.
Yeah. It's just really bad comedy pieces made with people with really good cameras on April Fool's Day. But
Not good. Yeah, it's really not good.
Mike, have you ever thought of being like, look, like, you know, you help, you know, sort of steward some, like, young comedy minds into their careers at this point. Do you ever, like, want to be like, don't take part in any April Fool's thing? Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Please tell everyone to never do April Fools. That's fine.
I feel like in general people are they stay away from April Fools now. I feel like it's not, you know. Hey, if you're gonna do April Fools to your loved ones and coworkers, that's fine.
Right.
But just keep it personal, keep it small.
Yeah,
that's
try to like fake your own death. Like,
do that. That's fine because you know that'll affect the people that you love.
I think that's
really what April Fools all about.
Got you. And then,
Tim, you passed me at the last minute.
Oh man, I did awful here.
Wow, Tim got a first place.
He passed me.
Ooh.
I got blue shelled. Rude.
We got a bad case of the blue shells.
Got real bad blue shells.
Got real bad blue shells. But you know what? I'm wondering if like it's my villager skills are just, you know, becoming degraded here, because I'm sucking it. All right, I'm going to implore you guys to pick the Animal Crossing stage because I really want to see it.
Sure.
I just want to see what's going on in there. I want to get up in it. Mike, what else have you been playing, man?
I tell you what, it's been like Bloodborne all day. Like I was saying, I've been just playing so much Bloodborne in the last month, and it's awful. It's just awful how much I've been playing. I'm getting close to the end. I've gotten multiple umbilical cords for whatever I'm going to do with them. I don't know. I don't know.
That's like
what happened with it.
Now I want that to show up in Mario Kart. It's like you found an umbilical cord. Oh God! Why?
What is happening right now?
Why? Yeah, I do love that Bloodborne just like is like you found an eye.
Yeah.
We're not going to tell you what to do with this eye, but you found it.
Well, there's that theory that the blood in Bloodborne is all minstrel blood.
Yeah, I saw that on Kotaku yesterday, and it scared the crap out of me. It's like, this is not a headline I want to read.
Is what?
And
menstrual blood.
Gross, like menstrual blood. Because they keep talking about the menstruation rituals and stuff. Look, I know we're playing Mario Kart, but you know this is in gaming news.
God, it is getting
Hey, there's nothing wrong. Like, there's nothing wrong. It's normal. Whoa, we all got blood inside of us. What do you want? What do you want?
I step away for a second, and I come back.
Vials that people, you know, use to not become werewolves, I guess, right? Is that what the theory is? I don't know.
Okay, all right.
I have not heard this one.
Yeah. I mean, they pretty much say it, though, right? It's like kind of said in the game, like the menstruation rituals, the all the stuff, like it's... And then you find out that the overall story is about a birth. And
wow, I don't think I've made it far enough into the game to have gotten to a lot of this stuff. I'm still, I think, relatively early. I've only beaten 4 of the bosses.
Yeah,
which...
there's very little to it. Like, I finally beat Rom the Vacuous Spider. Which is just the best name of anyone.
Sure.
That's awesome, yeah.
Hey, you could just call me Rom the Spider. No, you're pretty vacuous.
You're vacuous. You're a real dick, Rom. I'll tell you what.
But it's supposed to be one of the big story moments, and you walk up to this woman in all white, and then it just bounces away, and there's like a little text bubble that's like, the ritual is now broken. Please find a newborn. And you're like, what? What are you talking about? What does this mean? It's meaningless.
Yeah, actually, so, all right, wait, we got a couple of things in the chat here that I want to touch on. Something Mimic does have an interesting idea going back to April Fools. I want there to be a comedy version of The Purge where on one day of the year you can be funny, and that day is April 1st. I don't know how that would end up working. I think that would go badly for most people.
What do you mean can be funny? Can't we all be funny?
Yeah, I think,
Isn't the potential in us?
I think humor is too subjective, and like murder, there's not there's not debate about what is and is not murder.
I don't know what you're talking about. I think there is.
Oh, there is? All right, guys, I'm gonna close out and restart the match because I'm gonna get a different character here.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got booted out.
And get Tim back up in this.
There was like a big debate about murder for a long time. I've been watching Garrow's Law, which is a British show from like 5 years ago, and it's just all about like how there used to not even be like defense attorneys, and there were no defense attorneys. It was just judges would and a jury, and the idea was the judge would like facilitate getting the truth out of people.
Oh, that's deep and upsetting.
Yeah, and there's all these, poor peasants. They don't know anything about the law, right? And then, so this guy was part of this movement. It was William Garrow, I think his name was. He was just like, hey, can I defend? I know a lot about the law. Can I just get in there and help these guys out? But there definitely was, like, debate over, like, what murder was. It's just like,
there still is, right? We have levels of murder. Manslaughter, murder 1, murder 2.
Yeah, accidental manslaughter, things like that.
All right, Malibu Witch here in the chat has said, laughing my ass off, you guys are freaking legit. And that's what that's what happens when you get into a discussion about the historical nature of murder. And Nate Dogg 8000, hello to you. You came in right when this conversation was getting real.
Hi, Nate Dogg.
Nate Dogg.
I like that song you did with Eminem called "Shake That Ass."
Yeah,
that's a good song.
That was a good tune, Nate Dogg. Well done.
The Deftones play that before and after they play a set.
Really?
Yeah, the last couple times I saw them, that's the music they came on to.
That is deeply amusing. Zombie Batman, why is Anthony's name spelled that way?
No, that's not right. It's not Anthony. Anthony is the name that my boyfriend uses.
Oh, there you go.
It's his in-game name, yeah.
That's just his in-game. Was he a big Orlando Magic fan in the early 90s? Is that...
Nope, not at all.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a first. I made an NBA joke here on JXE Streams. It will never...
in my head, I heard you make it, and I kept trying to bring it back to Magic the Gathering somehow.
Oh, wow. We are getting
we play a lot of Magic the Gathering in Orlando.
Just all the time. Mike, this is the other part of like having you not present for the special guest spot that I'm sad about is I can't hand you a mug of water to do the special guest mug of water.
Is there a special guest mug of water?
I like talk show. I like talk show mugs. I love the stereotype of handing the guest a mug of water. Making sure that it is always there.
Is the idea so you can't show how much water is left?
I don't know why it's a mug. I have no idea why it's a mug. I like that we've all picked Skeleton Bowser as well.
Yeah, we all got Skeleton Bowser.
we got the dry bones
Bowser. Yeah.
People were all worked up over dry bones online. I don't get it. I don't get it.
People online get worked up about all kinds of things. I don't get that.
I mean,
I feel like it was maybe I just saw it in the comments a lot. Maybe it's just fun to write Dry Bones Bowser.
What's wrong with Dry Bones Bowser?
They prefer the wet
I think it was just mentioned a lot online. People were like, Dry Bones Bowser. Gotta play Dry Bones Bowser.
They like the wet bone browser. Bowser. A wet bone browser, that's a whole other thing.
Wet bone browser. It's better than Chrome, yeah.
Yeah, use Google's wet bone browser.
Oh God, no! Hold on, Google your what?
No.
No.
Hey, have you guys seen Ex Machina?
Oh no!
I want to.
This is about the robot lady, right?
Yeah, about a robot lady.
The last movie I saw in the theater was It Follows.
Me too.
Oh, all right.
That was a couple months ago.
Well, now I really want to talk about It Follows, but I can't because Jess knows how I like to talk about It Follows.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I know we can get a little ribald here on the show. We could use some language that is not necessarily family friendly. But my theories about It Follows require an adults only rating.
Hefty
dark
F-bombage, yeah.
Well,
Well, the name of the ghost.
Yeah,
is-
the name
is-
my
yeah.
name for the ghost is different than what the ghost is called.
Or whatever it is. It's not even a ghost. We don't even know what it is.
it's a sexually transmitted demon.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, that thing. That thing.
STD. Well,
Yeah.
I recommend Ex Machina because it's a sequel to The Social Network and a prequel to Terminator. So that's
Oh,
the
okay,
Oh.
cool.
Wait,
I like
okay.
that.
In what way is it a sequel to? I've spent
David
90%.
Fincher's classic.
Yeah, David Fincher's.
Possibly his best movie. In my mind,
It's-
I think his best movie.
Well, like the antagonist, or I don't know what you'd call him, like the eccentric millionaire in it is basically Mark Zuckerberg or one of like the Google founders.
Oh wow. Okay.
I've heard
Yeah.
about that, yeah.
Yeah,
He's like a caricature of the tech startup bro.
totally. That's
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh, so
what
he gets his.
Oh, he gets his.
Good.
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 That's awful. Is that the response we should have? I don't know. I don't even know.
I mean, okay, so or is this a her way of getting his, or is this like a possible like a hostile way of getting his?
I mean, I don't want to ruin it by saying
Okay.
which way it is.
All right. Okay.
But he gets it.
All right. Twilight Error has the best name for a It Follows sequel. I think I've heard yet. Is it still back there? Yeah, it's still back there.
That's great.
It's
It's still back there? Yeah, it's still back there.
Yeah, it's happening. It's
So-
still back there.
So It Follows. I was in Detroit this weekend, and I was at the Packard plant where they filmed some of It Follows.
Oh, were those pictures that you took
Yeah,
literally
those-
from there?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah, I
so
spent
that-
about 3 hours there.
That joke I made when we were talking. So yeah, Tim showed me some amazing pictures of what looked like the exact same location from It Follows where
Yeah, where they where she's strapped to the chair and it's
Yeah.
explained.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Where
That's.
Did
Did
that
you
was
go there?
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
that's awesome, Tim. That's so cool.
Cool.
That place
Yeah.
was great. I spent like 3 or 4 hours spelunking with a buddy of mine.
Ah.
Yeah, where fake Pacey walks
Can you
up and he's
spelunk in 3 hours? Don't you need like days to spelunk?
Well, I mean, the refractory period is kind of, it's a little shorter.
Gross.
Wait, that's something you have to worry about when you're going underground? Like nitrous?
Oh.
Nitrogen
No,
bubbling out of your...
no, never. No, I'm not explaining the joke.
Good call. Good call.
All right. I took that very literal.
I have no idea what we're
that
talking
got weird quickly.
That's
That
what happened
escalated
to me.
fast.
I feel awkward and I have no idea why.
Right?
Let's get that.
Welcome to JXE
Feel...
Streams.
Yeah, that is kind of our specialty. That is
Making
what-
people feel awkward?
Yeah.
Does
But-
anyone else play this track and think about Sonny Bono?
Oh!
Oh, I'm just ready.
Not soon
Oh,
enough.
wow.
Not
Not
soon
soon
enough.
enough. Why was
Should have said
offensive? I
that
don't
years
get it.
ago.
I don't get it.
Oh.
Totally serious. I
Jess,
don't get
do you not get that one?
it. No, is
Sonny
it? Is it?
Bono,
Did he
Sonny
die?
Bono hit
Yeah,
a tree
so-
and then he got paralyzed and I think he died.
Oh,
No, he
No.
died instantly. He
Oh,
God.
Christopher Reeves
Yeah.
is the one who was paralyzed for a while because he was skiing, right? Or is that a horse
No,
accident?
he was horsing.
It was-
I mean,
yeah,
well, he was riding a horse. I don't
He
know.
was
Horsing
horsing
around.
around.
Horsing around.
Oh god, that's
Don't
awful.
horse
What
around,
bad
kids.
people. Jeez.
Oh, I miss Superman.
Oh,
well,
Well,
he's
soon
coming
he's back.
to fight
Ben
Batman. next
Affleck
year.
and Matt Damon are Superman and The Flash.
How do you like them apples?
They are-
Also filmed in Detroit.
They are Superman and television's Mantis.
Superman and Mantis together.
Together at last. The new Zack Snyder visionary film. Mantis
Oh, and
returns.
he's remaking Viper too. That old 90s TV show that was just a friggin' commercial for Dodge Vipers.
Yeah. Crappy Knight Rider. Wait, Duke says, so Daredevil is now old Batman. Yeah, that's actually accurate, yeah. The other day, My wife Kate is very she really enjoyed the new Daredevil show, and I was like, well, if you think that's good, check this out. And I just put on the old Ben Affleck Daredevil movie.
Oh.
And just like flipped it right to the middle. And she was like, wow, you know, usually you're exaggerating when you say something is bad. And no, it lived up to what I described it as. Except for Colin Farrell, who is having more fun in that movie than anyone has ever had fun before.
Oh no! Ooh, I was texting. Oops. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm playing.
Yeah, don't text and drive, Jess. Jeez.
Well,
come on.
I'm
Jess.
talking. My friend is like, "Oh, someone just told me they were pregnant and they were happy about it. Are we adults now?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's how that works."
Yeah, like Facebook has gone from accidental pregnancies to, oh, we're planning on this. This is something we've worked hard at. It's like,
Yeah.
Oh, like Facebook, you wouldn't put the accidental pregnancies on Facebook. Is that a thing?
No, you
like,
put that on
Yeah,
secret,
yeah.
like I found this week.
Well, no, like that was in the original design. There was like a like button, a poke button, and an accidental pregnancy button.
Yep,
yeah.
Right next to each other.
it's in the beta.
The status of my pregnancy is accidental.
Yep.
I'm
What's your
gonna
child's
poke
name, bastard?
Pregnant.
I can say that. I can say that.
Man, this first,
Okay, guys.
this speaking
His
of
name's
morning
Jon
sickness,
Snow.
this first like hill always makes me wanna barf. This first hill
Whoa.
always makes me want to barf, and this it's really it's so steep.
It
Wait,
happens.
okay, so do you, like, Mario Kart 8 is one of the, like, 60 frames a second games. Like, Bayonetta 2, like, I play this, and at 60 frames a second, it does not make me want to barf. However, when I play games that weren't originally in 60 frames per second, and they're remastered to be that way, I get a little pukey. Does this
What's
ever
an
happen
example?
to you? Wait,
What's an
Grand Theft Auto 5. Like, when Grand Theft Auto 5 first came out on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, didn't have a problem playing it. And then I played the, Xbox One remaster, and was playing it in first person, and, like, I was like,
Oh,
Really?
Grand
Yeah.
Theft Auto is awful, though.
Animations are designed differently because I noticed that with Dark Souls 2, and just anything really that's been bumped up to 60 frames a second. Especially like look at something like Halo 4
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
very broken Master Chief Collection. Cortana's voice animations or her mouth animations look really, really weird because they were designed for 30 frames a second as opposed to 60, and it doesn't
Right.
translate well. I don't think. Like
Yeah.
60 frames a second games have a hard time maintaining a sense of weight. I feel.
Yeah,
Like-
no, I think that's absolutely true. Except,
So-
but like this, like Mario Kart 8 always has like a consistent feeling of weight. Like you could
Right.
totally I think all of us who switched to Dry Bones Bowser,
Dry
All
bone
this-
browser.
Dry Bones Bowser.
Ooh, Wet Bones browser from Google.
No.
That's a breaking news post. We need to get that on Engadget right now.
Let's browse.
But this character, like Dry Bones Browser, feels way different than the Animal Crossing villager. Like the weight makes sense.
Oh,
And
right.
I don't have
right.
that problem that I have if I play Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, where it feels like Lara has rocket boots on and she's just sort of
Right.
skating over the world.
Right. Yeah, I think like you said, it's games that were designed with 60 frames a second in mind rather than just kind of up res to it.
Right.
Up
right.
right. Yeah.
It makes sense. Yeah, because Battlefield 4 felt fine to me because it was running at 60 frames a second, whereas something like Call of Duty Call of Duty's always been designed for 60, but that game doesn't have any weight to it whatsoever.
Well, yeah. Well, it's because they're to this day still using an engine that is based on Quake 2. Even the new engine that they use in Advanced Warfare is still
broke.
based on Quake 2.
Yeah.
The amount of money that franchise makes, they should. But the thing, and I talked with
don't
Activision
care.
at length about this last year. They stick with it because it's proven. They know that it's going to launch well. That's
Right.
why.
Exactly.
Whereas you have something like Battlefield, where they're doing new stuff every game, and it's always broken. Well, Hardline's okay. I don't know. I haven't played much of it. Like,
Has anyone?
yeah, they keep using
the
same engine because it's proven. They know that they're not going to break anything.
Mike, do you play any of these shooters? Do you play Battlefield?
No, I have Advanced Warfare 2, but I haven't popped it in yet. PlayStation 4. I just got a PS4 a month ago, so I'm like I bought tons of games and I haven't played them all yet.
I want to care.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
It's hard when they're coming out every year. It really is. Mm-hmm. Assassin's Creed's the same way. Like, I'm not. Ubisoft's gonna have to do a lot to make me want to care about the next Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
I just get so I need, you know, I guess I was raised on Nintendo where I get teased a game like 2 years in advance, and I just think about that game for 2 years.
Right.
Yep.
Like, that's kind of like the Nintendo way.
Right.
Like thinking of like Zelda 2016 or whatever it's going to be called.
It's gonna be
Like,
great.
all right, I'll think about that, you know, until I'm 36 years old.
Right. Right.
Just,
Oh god. Oh god. No.
No.
Oh my gosh, I'm laughing.
Oh no.
Barely.
Oh come on, Mike.
That was not a good round.
I don't like this. I don't like this map at all.
No, this
this
map,
desert?
I'm not a big fan of this map.
All right, we've got so Duke here in the chat says that Battlefield Hardline is fine.
Right.
He's like, it's fine. Which, you know, sometimes I think it's okay to have a game that's just okay. You know, I like some garbage every now and again.
Yeah, it's not. You don't have to sit there and be like, "Am I playing the masterpiece of all time?" I think it's okay to consume things. Like I feel like to make a big cultural statement, things are either the best thing ever right now or the worst thing that's ever happened to the world. Like, can't we?
I hate that.
Ugh, can't we just have like stuff that's fine? Like, this is fine. This is great. That's not right now. I enjoy Homeland because I'm like, this is fine. This isn't the best thing that's ever happened to me. Or the Homeland on Showtime. It's not the best show ever. I don't hate it. It's fine, and it's not exhausting.
I prefer the show Homeland because I like seeing Mandy Patinkin act like a fussy old man who doesn't want to eat his fiber. It's just he does. I'm not saying that Mandy Patinkin seems like he's like gone to seed or anything. I'm just saying that in Homeland, he always looks like somebody's trying to like make sure he has Metamucil in the morning, and he's like, I don't like it. I don't like it.
I don't like this. Harry, you son of a bitch, you're crazy. I don't like this.
But she's always right. Like, he's like, yeah, I know that she just stabbed somebody who's perfectly interesting, but, you know, let's just trust her. Let her do whatever she wants.
Fiber.
Come on, we gotta let her just do whatever.
We just gotta let her do what she needs to do.
Why do you sound like Nixon?
I don't. Why not sound like
Nixon? All right, we gotta let her do whatever.
Whoa. Do you actually shake the jowls? You have to.
He's not playing Nixon? I thought he was playing a reincarnated Nixon in Homeland.
I thought that was the whole point of the show.
I missed the point of this whole show.
Yeah, I thought
that sounds like the best show ever.
With him meeting Deng Xiaoping and then, establishing trade with communist China. That's not where it was going.
That's House of Cards.
That's House of Cards. Is House of Cards tied in with Advanced Warfare, Call of Duty? Are they related?
No.
Sorry,
They're not the same character?
No.
Hey, so to derail this a little bit and to go back into territory I'm more comfortable with. I discovered this show on Netflix. It's a Netflix original called Scrotal Recall, and it's really good. Like, the name is horrible.
I saw that. Is it actually good? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a British sex comedy series.
Called Scrotal Recall? Does it take place on Mars? Is
no,
there a
it takes place in it takes place in London. This dude finds out he has chlamydia, and then he has to go through and he calls, like, he's revisiting his past conquests, and he's going to tell them. You get to learn how he met them and everything, and then it ends with him telling them and meeting up with them, and there's an overarching story too, and there's only 6 episodes, but the show wraps up in 6 episodes. Like, they're like, all right,
they're like, if any British dramas or
I love that.
They're short series.
Yeah,
wait,
they're 22 minutes long, and yeah, it's like, They're like, all right, Netflix doesn't know if they're going to give us another season, so we're going to do one small season and wrap it all up. And I was really surprised they were able to do it in 6 episodes. And it's good. It's consistent. It's very good. There's a really, 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 really cute British girl on there that I have a huge crush on.
Ooh.
And it's called Total Recall.
Yep, yeah. 6 episodes. You can bang that out in an afternoon.
Yeah.
In the butt.
Why?
What?
Mike, is it coming up to pilot season? Are we there again? Is that
done.
Like a
Pilot
thing?
season is done. All the pilots have been cast. All the masterpieces have been cast. All the great is ready to be made. The networks have made their choices. I guess. Well, so what's happened is pilot season's already happened, which is basically when all the actors audition for shows.
It's hell. It is hell for actors, like essentially.
Yeah, because
right?
it's kind of a broken old system, and a lot of places are moving away from it. When because right now the networks don't need seasons as much, but the main networks still sort of do that like new shows released in fall sort of thing.
Right.
Yeah. So actors audition for all these pilots, and then the pilots are getting made and then networks decide on them in like May or so at the upfronts. So it's basically the Supreme Court and networks decide on stuff right around the same time.
Right.
Sounds about the same.
Everybody's
yeah.
about to break for summer.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
And you find out if like family drama, family comedy number 8 has gotten picked up or whatever.
Does everyone in LA just know this stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
didn't know anything about that. I moved here about 4 years ago. I didn't know anything about the industry, and it's a crash course when you move out here. You get sit down, and it's like going through immigration. It's like, do you know what pilot season is? Do you know who this casting director is? You have to like learn all this shit, and it's kind of exhausting.
See,
So what part of LA
live
do you
in
live in? Do you live in
What's that?
downtown proper? What part of LA do you live in, Mike? Like downtown
I live
proper,
in
Santa
a
Monica?
little place called Los Feliz.
Oh, John Hamm lives there.
Oh, good. Old John Hamm.
Oh,
And
not
so does,
not the star of Mad Men, but a guy who just loved this deli that he worked at as a teenager.
He nicknamed himself John Hamm after the delicious deli meat.
just the deli meat that he loved. The funny thing is he keeps kosher, and
Oh God,
it's just an inappropriate
this is all
name.
happening.
His name's actually Mark. He really likes John Leguizamo too for no reason.
He's just a big
He's
fan.
just John Hamm.
He's a big fan of Super Mario Brothers the movie.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the only thing he's ever seen John Leguizamo
And Romeo and
in.
Juliet.
Oh, he was good in Romeo and Juliet.
He was. That was a great
I want to
movie.
watch that movie again because I liked it.
It is.
I did recently.
You know, like
How does it hold up, Jess?
It's great.
Yeah,
it's still good.
It's still
cool.
it's still the most '90s thing that's ever happened. Like,
Great
No,
soundtrack.
the Resident Evil movie is super 90s.
not
soundtrack.
even
Soundtrack.
Yeah, the
Soundtrack has like Portishead on it, has Radiohead on it.
Yeah.
Wait, does Portishead and Radiohead?
Portishead
All
I think
and
so.
Radiohead.
So many heads.
And they're
yeah,
both
Talking Heads.
non-album tracks, both of them, because it's
Yeah.
it's True Love Waits by Radiohead, which is an
That's
amazing
right.
song.
Great song.
Oh, I need
Just
to hear
that
these.
fish
I need
tank
to hear
scene
this.
is so good. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're
I
like
like
looking
just
through
when they would
the
pull-
tank.
Yeah, it's so
I
cute.
just like when they would pull the guns out and it would say sword 9mm. I was like, that's cool.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
good.
I'm
No,
into
it's
that.
so good.
And then
Community
Mercutio's
version.
like, yeah, and then Mercutio's like the drug dealer of the group. So
Of course. His whole thing was great. His little dance number he does.
I need to watch.
What-
Gosh,
what
I want
was
to
that?
watch this movie. Is it-
Mercutio.
I need.
He was the guy in Oz, right?
Yes,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
I forget his name, but he's awesome.
And Matrix.
Yeah,
The
and
Matrix.
Yeah.
He,
He is.
he was
Link
Wheels
Matrix.
in Matrix.
I
Yeah.
thought it was Link.
No, it was, I'm joking. I was
Oh.
saying.
I know, it's hard to
Matrix.
tell when Anthony's joking sometimes.
Yeah.
not
Because
that
Anthony
hard.
has a bad sense
He
of humor
says crazy
and no
things.
comedic timing.
It's not difficult at all.
He loves April Fools.
I don't know
Oh.
why.
Dude, this guy loves April Fool's
This
Day.
guy
This
right
guy.
here.
This
I don't know
guy.
Why people have trouble telling if I'm serious or not. That is actually that is a thing that my father said to me. The day I got engaged, I called him up. I was like, "Dad, I asked Kate to marry me," and he's like, "Uh-huh." And I'm like, I was like,
Oh.
"No, seriously." Like, she said, "Yes, we're getting married," and he was like, "Wait, really?" And I was like, what? What do you mean? Yes, really? And he just goes, of all my children, Anthony, you are the one that I am always wondering if you are joking or not.
I thought you said, I never imagined you to get married. I didn't know you were responsible enough.
No.
That's where I thought it was going. Yeah.
Yeah. How many kids does your parents have, Anthony?
Well, it was me and my brother and my sister for my dad.
Okay.
All right, wait a second. Everybody in the chat is now talking about a new video for Hasselhoff.
Oh God.
What?
I interviewed him, and he was a nightmare.
David Hasselhoff was a nightmare?
Just in the interview?
Yeah, he was just bad. He was promoting this freaking tower defense game that he was starting. It's called Hoff's Zombie Beach.
Ew.
What?
And,
Oh, no!
What?
Yeah. I had I still have the recording. It's bad. I made a joke about alcohol, and I did not realize until afterward that he got a DUI or something like that.
Oh, no.
And because he went real quiet right after, I was like, oh, and then I was like, that's why it got awkward. But even then, like it was very much like a 5-minute junket interview. Like he was doing all of them, and I asked him a question. He goes, "You ask really weird questions." I was like, "Thank you. I'm trying to get something out of you that I can actually use."
You ask real weird questions. I know he doesn't sound like that. I'm picturing him.
Yeah, but
he might actually sound like that.
Gosh. Yeah, he was. Yeah, it was a whole thing. Yeah, and then the publicist was like badgering me about covering him and doing the interview and stuff. And then when I did it, he goes, "Are you going to cover it? Or are you going to write it up?" I said, "No." I said he was a nightmare. Oh, okay, I agree with you. I was like, "Why did you push me into doing this interview then?"
How weird.
Weird.
Wait, so the publicist was like straight up, he was a nightmare? Like, admitted that?
No, I told him he was a nightmare, and he goes, "Oh, yeah."
You told him that. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I get it.
But the publicist agreed with you.
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
Which
wow.
is interesting.
I think I would be very tempted to go
Wait,
into
we got
that
a lot of
interview.
Yeah, we got some echo.
Yeah, we do have some echo. I would be very tempted to go into that interview and just start demanding that he act like we were in Knight Rider. Like,
You treat me like a car. You treat me like a fucking car that you climb into and is your best friend. All right, man.
And
I'm the...
whatever you say, dude, whatever gets us through this. And then Ernest Borgnine would send us on missions, and he would be like, "No, that's Airwolf," and I would say, "Just do it, Hassel. Just do it. We can get out of here."
Ernest Borgnine. If he were a clone, there'd be an Ernest Borg 10.
Oh.
The internet just turned off.
Yes, good.
We turned off the internet.
Mike,
Damn,
so this is something, I was talking about this with some folks from Engadget last night, that I find that the deeper I get into my 30s, like, I'm starting to accidentally, like, go into dad humor.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, like, dad humor is just happening, and I don't always notice that it's happening.
I do.
You don't know it's happening, but it's also, it's the same jokes you would have made younger, but people just don't want to hear old people making jokes.
Yep. It's true.
It's the exact same perspective that you had when you were 22. But people are like, we don't need to hear this now.
Grow up, kid.
Oh, no! That's so depressing.
That's your life now,
Welcome
Anthony.
to life.
Not as
This is life in
depressing
your 30s.
As, like, God, I am running into every corner. I have, like, forgotten how to corner.
Yeah, it's not going
Two
well.
of us. This,
Yeah.
to go back to it, I don't think these, like, I'd love to see some tracks that are designed with 200cc in mind.
Well,
Yeah.
these new tracks, like, you know, they had to have thought about it a little. Like,
You think?
I mean, it was probably somewhat of a late edition.
Yeah, oh man, I am just not doing well.
Are you still driving?
Yeah.
My goodness.
Shut up, Jess!
What?
Are you still driving, Dad?
I mean, I made a souffle in the time you were just sitting there. I don't know. Just saying. Dad.
Just so everybody knows, I'm using the Mercedes downloadable cars. Because,
Oh, fancy.
yeah.
Fancy.
Is it fancy? Is it really?
I gotta keep up last place in style.
Not in here, mister. This is a Mercedes.
I'm waiting for John Hamm to do a voiceover for me.
John Hamm. You guys, I'm a big Mad Men fan. Just such a great show, and I love the little talkbacks that they have. Have you seen those this season? Like in between, where it's just like all the cast like sitting around talking about their favorite moments from the show, and like
I haven't watched any of
everyone
the
else
new
is like,
season.
yeah, it's well, the talkbacks are just people them sitting around as themselves, just kind of gabbing about their favorite things in the show, and everyone is like all dressed up nice and came in and clearly is like perky and stuff, and just Ham is just like sitting in his chair looking hungover, just like kind of making that face of like, well, I don't know, yeah, it was quite a show. What do you want me to say?
Well, he went into AA recently.
Good 8 years. Good 8 years.
He did.
Oh,
He
went to
quietly
AA,
checked into
so-
AA, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
he did. Oh,
Yeah,
He did
so that's probably
recently.
why.
oh,
that's
Yeah.
probably why. Poor Ham.
You just Hasselhoffed it. You just
Wow, I
didn't
Hasselhoffed
know
that
it.
whole John Hamm thing.
Yeah, I thought that was
Oh.
just like really funny that he was like I don't want to do this, and just being like really plain about it. That's kind of a bummer. Oh, that's
Oh,
I have
Now we know his-
I have a Disney movie to make, guys. Come on, let's hurry this along. About
Very
baseball.
Disney. Very Disney.
everybody's gonna like it. No, they're not. Dave Ross 123. We're playing Mario Kart 8 200cc races, the new DLC. Wait a second. 3 minutes? No time limit. Yes, time limit. Here, we're gonna put on the computer. What do you think about that, guys?
Yeah, do it. Let's see if
Turn
we're
it on the
actually
computer.
Turning it on. Start.
Hey
the-
kids, I'm a computer. Bringing back some internet
Yeah, I was just
classics.
gonna say, stop all the downloading. That was
What?
some GI Joe. Oh, wait a second. Did I just put it on the battle mode?
It said battle
Oh,
in
God.
3 minutes.
Oh yeah, not doing
You
this.
messed it up.
Stay away
You
from
messed-
battle mode.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, battle mode's the worst.
Sorry.
Can't they just make a big square that we can just do battle mode in? I don't understand why Nintendo just won't make a battle mode. Are they gonna hold out for DLC?
I just don't think that they're doing it. I think that they just decided to not make battle mode arenas this time.
Ugh, it's the best.
Yeah, when I actually reviewed Mario Kart 8 last year, and I didn't even notice the battle mode at first. I was like, I checked it out, and I was like, yeah, easily baffled here in the chat was like, battle mode is cool. And I was just like, yeah, so this is fine. And like, as time went on, and I started going back and like replaying Double Dash and replaying the Super Nintendo version, I was like, oh wait, no, battle mode did rule. I do kind of miss this.
What's
Damn
so
it.
great about battle mode is like your love of the races burns out a bit
Right.
over like and what's been so great about this DLC is that it gets back into the game. But battle mode just stays there as a persistent thing that you can always go back. You can still play the SNES battle mode and have it be fulfilling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a shame they just make a big square with some shit in the middle. I mean, easier said than done, I'm
Right,
sure,
right.
in terms of like balancing it out. And
Yeah.
maybe it is with everything being a little bit faster that these aren't like the slow carts that are attuned to battle mode from like the old ones.
Yeah,
I wanna-
or like maybe make, obviously this again easier said than done. How about like just a downloadable little extra that is like the Super Nintendo battle mode, but that you could with netcode. Just do that. Why not? Would that be terribly difficult? 4-player only, and that's it.
I think we're gonna get more DLC for this game, right? Don't you think? Or do you think is this it?
I hope we do.
I don't know, because I honestly don't think... I think that we're on the cusp of Nintendo very much redefining the way they sell things online.
Yeah.
Because, they've already announced that this is happening, that later this year, they, the big thing that they're doing with that mobile company, DNA, is not like, yes, they're making new games, but the real thing that they're doing with DNA is making a new network. That is like an account system that goes across mobile phones and browsers and all the devices, and like
Great.
Yeah, which is awesome, and it's like a decade overdue.
Yep.
Oh my god. I'm still upset that I can't play that Virtual Console's not on both 3DS and Wii U.
Yeah,
What a waste.
Come on, and even like the fact that you can't just play your Wii Virtual Console games using the Wii U gamepad. Like,
Right?
we know that the Wii mode and the regular Wii U operating system do communicate with each other. Because if you download one of the Wii games that are now on the Wii U shop, and you have that game in your Wii mode, so Mario Galaxy 2, had you played the disc version of Mario Galaxy 2, and then fired up the Virtual Console version of Mario Galaxy 2, it'll access the old save game. So it's like great. Like, we know that they can communicate each other. Why can't we just play them natively? Like, just put it in there. Just let me use this controller, for crying out loud. But anyway, like, all that said, so they're remaking this network, and like, there is clearly more, like, downloadable content-themed stuff on the way for Wii U games, but I have the feeling that as we get closer to the full realization of this new network, and whatever the next device is, that is, probably going to be something that is both portable and console linked into one. Yeah. Because that was the big thing that happened last year. They moved their home hardware and portable hardware divisions into the same offices, so they could more closely collaborate. Yeah, like in their new facility in Kyoto. And so the closer we get to that, I feel like whatever DLC there is will probably be more closely linked to Amiibo. And Nintendo has, like, this hard policy of they only make one of these big franchise entries, like Mario Kart, per console. So it's one Mario Kart per console, one Smash Brothers per console, etc., etc.
No Metroids per console.
No Metroids.
Zero Metroids.
Womp womp.
Zero Metroids. Mike, so you realize, so back in 2002, this is another Anthony and Mike Still history moment.
Deep cut.
Deep cuts. November of 2002. I don't think we were capable of talking about anything besides Metroid Fusion and Metroid Prime. Like, obsessed with the existence of Metroid Fusion and Metroid Prime.
Metroid Prime was so good.
Just so good. Right. And when that happened, it had only been 8 years since the last Metroid game.
No, really? So Metroid Prime came out 8 years after
Super Metroid.
I guess so, 94.
Yeah, so 8 years, and now we are 8 years out from Metroid Prime 3.
Get out of here. The same amount of time.
The same amount of time, and we're 5 years on from Other M. So we're coming up on, it might be longer.
Well, I think Other M set us back a long time.
This is something we've talked about on the stream many times. Jess Condit has heard every argument that I could possibly make on the subject. I think Other M is actually a good game. I think its story has some problems with the way it was told and presented.
That's it.
Yeah, not in the style of Metroid at all.
Not in the style of
Nintendo, or any narrative way of telling a story. But
like, it was Team Ninja, right? That's why.
It was Team Ninja, but at the exact same time, all of the storytelling stuff and all of the script was written by Hitoshi Sakamoto, the guy that directed Metroid Fusion and Super Metroid, and came up with the story of Metroid Prime. It was all him, and he miscalculated because, actually, Mike, it is similar in. There are other games that tell stories like that, but they're all FMV games from the early 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very much like Sewer Shark.
Sewer Shark was really what Metroid was missing. That was the whole time.
See, I think I'm the only person in the stream that has not played Other M.
Oh, you know what,
That's
man?
okay.
It, when it comes out on Wii U Virtual Console, and it's $10, give it a shot.
Yeah.
All right. We could stream it.
Yeah, we could. When that happens, let's plan to stream it, because it's actually pretty good. As a game, maybe not as a beautiful realization of the narrative potential inherent in Metroid.
Yeah, and I think that's really what everyone wants, is that Super Metroid had such a great narrative for a 16-bit action game. People just want there was that promise back then that everyone everyone's just craving.
Right.
That's always been the...
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I just looked down, and I did not realize how late it was. It is 5 p.m., and that brings us to the end of today's stream. I can't, man, I honestly thought it was like 4:30.
This game is so good.
That is what Mario Kart does to you.
Yeah, sucks away time.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us today. Really appreciate it. If you have not already, we encourage you to click follow right here on our Twitch channel. Just click that little heart, and you will always know when we go live. We will be back on Thursday afternoon, and we will be streaming Titan Souls with a studio called Acid Nerve, which is a very, very cool-looking 2D game. Mike, have you heard of this? Titan Souls?
Titan Souls, no.
It's like Jess, how would you describe it? It's like a cross between Shadow of the Colossus and like Zelda: A Link to the Past. Yeah,
I mean, basically, it's this adorable game. It's very hard, so throw a little Dark Souls in there too. But it's really good. One arrow, one boss. You fight one at a time, and you only have one arrow that comes back to you, and you have to strategize for each boss, and it's really intense.
It's going to be really awesome, so swing by for that, 3:30 p.m. Eastern on Thursday. And if you guys enjoyed the stylings of Mr. Mike Still, you can follow him on Twitter. He's just Mike Still, and you can catch Mike in a variety of different things at the Upright Citizens Brigade Theater in Los Angeles. Mike, is there an upcoming show that you want to hump?
Yeah, come by every Friday at old UCB Sunset, our second theater that we just opened about 6 months ago. Come to your fucked up family every Friday at 9 p.m.
Woo.
Go to ucbtheater.com for tickets.
And you can also you can also watch, if you're watching a televised sporting event, look out for a Walmart commercial where a dad is very impressed by his daughter's iPhone.
Oh, we found love because of this phone. It made our family better.
Was it in a hopeless place?
It was in a hopeless place. We found love in a hopeless place.
Mike,
Like
how is it that they your daughter in that commercial is like 16 years old? So you would have to have been like 17 when you had that.
Yeah, we worked through a lot of stuff. That family went through a lot in that Walmart commercial. We went through a lot, but we got through the other side, and everyone is just well-adjusted, getting iPhone 6s, signing up for Straight Talk Wireless at Walmart.
You can also follow Tim on Twitter. It's just at Tim Seppala, right?
Yep. TIMSE, double P as in Paul, ALA.
And you can also follow Jess. That's just at Jess Condit. Literally. Very simple. And you can follow me at A. John Agnello. Because I have a lot of names. And
it's true.
So we will see
a man
you
of
on
many
Thursday,
hats and
everybody.
many names.
Yeah, many hats, all the things, all the butts.
Whoa!
Wait a second. Whoa.
Team butts.
Butt putts.
Butt putts.
Mike, thank you so much for joining us, man. This was really awesome.
Pleasure, guys.
All right, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.